Hello. Good evening. It is Nemi Batson here with another Facebook Live. It is Thursday, February 23rd, and it is freezing cold in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So I'm trying to stay warm by wearing my Stampin' Up! Toque and my hoodie to keep me nice and warm while I share with you today. So while we wait till everyone hops on, I'm just going to try and make sure I'm good to go here. And I can see all of your messages that are there with me. So it says I'm live, and I know I am because I saw it. So how are you all doing today? I hope you're staying warm. It is, it's been a cold day today. It's been a cold week, I should say, and a lot's been going on, but I just wanted to let you all know that I am staying warm. And I'm so glad it is almost Friday, although this work week has just breezed right by. So just a few reminders that if you are there with me, feel free to like, share, or comment. I think I can see everyone's comments. I know I'm working just fine, so I should be good to go. Just got my tea here, so I'm just going to take a quick sip. And you can see behind me, I'm not too sure, but I have a huge mess ready to go for all of my stuff for the upcoming retreat next weekend. So next weekend, I'm hosting a retreat, and there's going to be about 32 of us getting together this weekend, and not this weekend, next weekend, March 3rd to 5th. And we're going to be at Dougal Community Club, and we're going to be having a full weekend of crafting and just getting away from the hustle and bustle that's been going on. And let me tell you, I definitely need it. So if you are in the area and would like to check out what my retreats look like, then feel free to pop by. We are there Friday to Sunday, March 3rd to 5th. So let's get started, because I only like to keep you here for an hour if I can, unless it's a class, but then I'll advertise that. But we will just get going here. So don't forget to like, share, and comment. And I will be doing draws this weekend. I have been super busy. Last weekend, we had a soccer tournament for both my boys. So we were up at like the crack of dawn on Saturday and Sunday just to get, and driving back and forth, taking 2 vehicles, getting them around. So it has been busy. Thank you so much for the likes. I really appreciate it. And it helps boost my page. So I'm going to flip us down. Hello, Barb, my savior. So thank you. Glad you made it. Oh, yes. So I rushed home today after I saw Barb, because she's been helping me prep for the retreat. And then quickly wolfed down some dinner. And if you saw my desk right now, you'd be, ew. But it's somewhat clean. At least it'll be clean for you. Now I gotta make sure I didn't lose my clouds. I didn't lose my paper. Because today I wanted to remind you all that the clearance rack has been refreshed. And on the clearance rack, there are stamp sets, there's some punches, there's some dies, and there's ribbon, embellishments, like everything, you name it. And some amazing stuff that I still even have in stock. So I'm going to share a few of that with you before we get started. And then we're going to create 2 projects using 2 items that are on the clearance rack. And 2 of my favorite items too, I think. So let's get crafty here and let's get started. So I'm going to flip you down. Where's my button? There it is. And get you going here. Sorry. You know, I have to admit, so this long weekend as well, we went and finished our kitchen design. Like, I mean, there's still a few things we need to do, but for the most part, we figured out where all our cabinets go. And that is a huge step for us, because that just means I'm one step closer to getting my craft room. Because we really needed to know where everything would go so that we could figure out where to start the flooring and all that jazz. And that's been a huge hurdle for us. just because we can't make up our minds and it's hard to design, and when you don't know what size your fridge is, etc., it's been a little crazy. And I just realized I forgot to wet my chamois, so I'm hoping I'll be okay. I'm going to turn this off so I don't turn that on and get things going. Okay, quick recap. The February is almost over, and so is Sale-abration. So don't forget, if you place an order with me, make sure to use this host code so that I can see you, and then I can send you a free gift. And anything, obviously $60 or more is Sale-abration. And if you haven't seen the Sale-abration catalog, it's all online, and everything in here, of course, and more is available to you now. So they have added more items above and beyond what is inside this book. So please check on my online shop at my online store for more details. Okay, so just a reminder too that I have my Rain or Shine Stamp Camp to go. It's only $65, which includes delivery. You don't even need to pick it up or anything like that. I box it all pretty, send it to you. Comes with some goodies. You get to make 10 projects, and these projects are also made not only by me, but also by Rachel Kuhn. And my projects will vary and look somewhat like these. They're not identical because I wanted to give you that as a surprise. And you'll get a little goodie, and you'll also get a 3D project that will be in your kit as well. So this is my 3D project that I created. Okay, my computer screen just froze, so hopefully my camera didn't. Okay, so deadline is March 10th. Now the stamp set or the stamp bundle is on back order, but don't panic because it's still available. And because this suite comes with so many amazing designer series paper, you won't even notice that you're actually missing it. And don't forget to shop in my online store because there are exclusive items on there that are not available in the catalog or anywhere else, such as the Wreath of Blooms. I'm looking forward to picking this up in next week and creating one for myself. It's so pretty. And there's lots of alternatives. And next month's monthly card club is going to feature the exclusive Hello Irresistible. So if you were here with me last week, I made cards with this kit, or was it 2 weeks ago? Maybe it was last week or 2 weeks ago, and shared it because anybody who's a demonstrator can get it now. And those of you who are not, you will have to wait until March 1st. So if you would like to join my team and get this right away and get Sale-abration, then you definitely want to sign up in the next 5 days. And I'm always looking for more people to join my team. I'm sorry if I'm going in and out with my computer screen or my connection. I don't know why we're having bad connection. It's probably just the crappy weather. So I'm not too sure. So again, I so can't wait till I have my craft room because it'll be in a sunny, beautiful spot, and I'll have direct access to hard line into my phone and my computer, and I shouldn't have any problems. Okay, just a few samples of what's on the clearance rack. There are obviously some great punches on there, but there's also a ton of great paper. So this is a sample of our neutrals paper, and these patterns are obviously all available in all of the different sets of, there's 10 obviously, and every one of our color collections. And this is a sample of the neutrals. So if you get subtles, you would get a whole variety of the same pattern, but all the different colors in it as well. I don't have mine, so it's probably in my sale bucket, in my BOGO sale bucket to go. There's also the All Together paper, and I'll show you some cards featuring this so you'll understand. That's also available. A couple stamp sets we're going to play with today, which is the Sweet Conversations and the Rainbow of Happiness, both of which are also on the site, on the clearance rack, and they're so much fun. And let me show you what else is on there. So these are some cards I made using the using the Sweet Conversation. so you can see how cute they are. And I'm going to show you another variation of a card that we'll make today. This one is actually a fun fold. It just goes like that and opens up on the inside and opens up 3 times. So you get a lot of little fun there. It's a cute little fun fold, one of my favorites that I enjoy making. And you can change around and alter any way you like. There is also this one. It is called Flowering Rain Boots. So this is on the site as well. So this is a couple cards I made in one of my monthly card clubs way back when, and also on my Facebook Live. So that was a long time ago, so good luck finding that one. But it is there. And it is a great set to actually have in perfect timing right now to pick up and get ready for spring cards. And this one is a Touch of Elegance, or Touchless, I believe it's called. And it is so beautiful as well. It has a beautiful feather stamp in it and this gorgeous flower that you can just do wonders with. And on this one, all I did was use blends and colored that in. The ice cream punch is also on there. So much fun and easy to have. I thought I still had mine, but I guess I sold mine when I was doing my BOGO sales. So I no longer have it. But the punch is also there, and it's great to have on hand. And then there is the tulip. Oh, no, it's called, I forget what it's called now. I thought I wrote it down and marked it, but I didn't. But this punch is on there, and it makes great flowers. So this was one I did for In Color Club one year. And you just punch 3 of them, put them together, and you can curl the ends, and it makes an amazing flower. So I'm surprised I still have 2 of these left. Here's that beautiful paper of All Together. So just some samples of it and how great it can coordinate with anything because it's black and white. And here's another sample too of the Rainbow of Happiness, where you can really get some really good fun with the dies, but also that uses the sentiments in here. And of course, there's something on there called the Sweet Little Boxes. Those are my favorite, and they are so great for gift cards, for anything you want to hold. But these are 3 different, this one was made by Alana, and she gave that to me, who is my upline. And inside of it, she had a gift card for me, I believe. And it says there, thank you, on the top. So lots of really cute things you can do with this one. And here's one using some Sale-abration paper that we had. And this ribbon is also on the clearance rack. It is the cotton ribbon combo pack, which we're going to use today as well. And here's another one using the hearts again, the Happy Valentine. And this ribbon, the Real Red, is also on the clearance rack. And this was a little box I made as well. And I think with this one, I put Ghirardelli chocolates in because it was a Valentine's Day. But these cute little boxes are really cute and handy to have. Great for gift cards or for chocolates or any treats you may want to have. So check them out on my clearance rack and feel free to shop. And don't forget, $60 or more gets you a free Sale-abration item. And there's only 5 days left for Sale-abration. So don't forget that. Okay, so let's get started. I have 2 cards I wanted to create with you today. Now, I couldn't find my Subtle DSP pack, which is on the clearance rack. So I am using Country Gingham. So Country Gingham is in the mini right now. And it's a beautiful pack of gorgeous subtle paper. Almost the same, right? With some sweet sorbet and some mint macaron and some pool party balmy blue and some gorgeous petal pink in there as well. So I thought I would use the blue today because I like the boldness of the blue. And when you live with boys, you tend to drift to blue more often. Although I do buy a lot of things with pink because pink is something that I enjoy most. Uh-oh. Video signal lost. I can see myself moving. Let me double check. Yep, I can hear myself as well. So hopefully you are back online with me. I hope so. Oh, I'm back. Barb says I'm back. Oh, thank goodness. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi today, but for some reason it's not working. So I'll have to make sure I upload this to YouTube tonight and make sure it's available to both YouTube and Facebook users. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was going to create 2 cards with you. So the 2 cards I wanted to create highlights a lot of the clearance items, but the great thing about it is they're 2 cards you can also create with any stamps that you have on hand. So I have this cute little card and this one here. So let's start with the Rainbow of Happiness. So I have some blue gingham and I wanted to go bold and go light and dark. So I'm just looking for my cardstock that I had here, prepped and ready to go, and now it's missing. Ah. You ever have that happen? Oh, there it is, right up top. Okay, found it. So we need a piece of cardstock that is like this. So it is 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm just gonna cut it down to 9 1/2, which means I'm just gonna cut off 1 1/2 inches. It's a lot easier to do it that way than it is to measure at 9 1/2 because my paper trimmer goes to 1 1/2. So I always like to try and just trim things off based on that side, because then I don't have to worry about my length. Oh, gotta make sure I cut that straight. Okay, and then I can use that for another card. Now we're gonna score it at 5 1/2 because that's what a standard card is. And now I should have this little flap. And what's cool about it is you can just see the bottom part. So now we're gonna add a standard piece in there that's gonna go on the inside. So when you fold it over, you see a little strip showing there. Okay, so now we're going to take our cardstock, designer series paper. And because I did cut off 1 1/2 inches, this should now be 4 inches or 4 1/4, right? By, I think it's 4 inches. Yeah, because we cut off 1 1/2 inches. So that means I need a piece that is 4 inches wide. So I'm gonna go 4 inches wide so I don't waste. And then 3 3/4. So again, this is a really great way to get rid of scrap or all that retired product that's sitting there for you. Now, I'm also going to reuse this piece and cut myself a 3/4 inch strip because it's already the right width. Now, I could switch it and use the back side, which is the gorgeous petal pink, but I'm a blue girl, so I'm going to stick to my blues. But we're going to use lots of colors. Again, a lot of rainbow colors. And if you know me, I like my rainbows. Okay, so this is going to sit really nice on the inside there. And then we're going to take our piece and you can put that here. So your strip can be 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, or even 1 inch if you wanted to just cover that up and have a little bit of gap. But it's really up to you. But I always like doing 3/4 inch, 1 3/4 inch strip, 3/4. I gotta sip my tea. It's been a very busy week. It's been so busy. I've been doing like the job of 2 because it's been crazy, and my boss got transferred to another building for now to help out. So trying to do 2 jobs has been really hard, and I haven't really had much time to take a break and do things. So today I was talking lots, chasing lots, getting things done, and it's go, go, go. No rest for the weary. And then tomorrow I have soccer for 3 hours. Tomorrow night. Yay, so much fun. Okay, it is fun watching my kids play. But tomorrow is just training and practice, so no real games. But they still get to run drills. Okay, so now I've added my strip there. And the reason I'm putting that down now is because I just wanted to dry a bit, and we're going to stamp that. So we are using the Rainbow of Happiness. So of course, you know, my favorite thing, one of my favorite things is creating rainbows or doing rainbow colors. So there's reason why this has not yet left my stock. And I don't know if I can even get rid of it. Oh, I don't want to glue that down yet. But we'll glue the top. Because I know I'm not doing much with this. Now, you could add ribbon if you wanted to, but I'm just keeping it simple because that's what I like to do. But for those of you that are avid stampers, you definitely can heat emboss. And if you don't have this cardstock or this designer series paper, you can dry emboss as well using an envelope, an embossing folder envelope, and create your own pattern on top. Or use any designer series paper with any coordinating cardstock. Okay, so that's my top, and that's going to sit and wait. I don't think I cut my other pieces. Okay, so now we're going to need a couple pieces on the, we're going to create the front piece. So I need a 3x4 piece. So I've got some scrap here. I always just like to stick to Project Life card. Because like, usually I have a whole stack from my scrapbooking. And I just leave it all, what did I do there? 3? And I can just easily pull that out. And then I can just cut my white or my basic white or, what's the other one? Designer series paper to 1/4 inch smaller. Because then those pieces I end up using the most for stamping or prepping. Oh, I cut that too short. Sorry. Oh, no. No, I didn't. It's because I'm yapping at the same time and I'm not thinking. Okay. I did that right. Anyway, I like to use my basic white and everything like that. And designer series paper for framing. Okay, there we go. Now we're all set. Okay, so how to turn this into a beautiful card. So we're going to use lots of colors. Okay, so we're going to use, because it's a rainbow, we're going to use my rainbow colors. I think I'm going to go green. I might switch it around. No, I'll go this way. Okay, so we're going to need 4 colors, plus we're going to need red. So I grabbed Sweet Sorbet, because what I want to do is take these hearts here and put them on the inside of my piece here. I'm just looking for my... Oh, I might be okay anyway, but I always like to have my piercing mat underneath just in case I need it for extra cushion, but I can't seem to find it or spot it right now because, you know, I was rushing to clean up like crazy. And now it's missing, but I have a tendency to stick things in my drawers. Nope. So I'll just use my mat for my Stamparatus. Okay, so we'll just grab some hearts here and stick one in the corner there. And I'm going to stick another in that corner just to give it a little bit of extra on the page. And then I'm going to clean it. I always like to maximize and use those little pieces as much as I can to create some little details on my page. So that's the red. Get that out of the way. And then I'm going to grab some green. So I got soft seafoam here. And it comes with like raindrops, some lines, and some, I don't know, dots or something like that. So I'm going to use the dots for this one. The other one I use the lines for. And I'm going to take that and just run it along the bottom. And I'm going to flip it so that the pattern doesn't look like it's too identical. There we go. Just to give it something else, a little bit of oomph. Move that out of the way for a sec. And you can obviously stamp the inside as well, but I'm going to leave it blank because I don't know who I'm giving it to yet. Look at my stamps. They're a mess. Who does that? Okay, so we're going to take the big one. Okay, I'm going to work backwards. I'm going to work with the smallest one first and then go out. Because if I do the outside first and go in, then I'm going to run into a bigger problem. Because then I could run out of space. So this is my big one, and that's my small one. So the other great thing about polymer stamps is it gives you so much flexibility to manipulate the stamp. So you can put it wherever you want. So I'm just checking and prepping to make sure I got mine in the right spot so I can add another 2 more pieces on the inside. So I'm probably going to do that one second. So I'm going to do my first one here, my little guy. And I'm going to do that one in pink because, you know, rainbow, Roy G. Biv. So instead of red, because we put red on the inside already, I'm going to go pink. And I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. I probably should use my Stamparatus because this is such a flat stamp that if you miss, you're going to notice. Oh, that's not too bad. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. And then I'm going to, there it is. My chamois is a little dry because I forgot to clean it up. Or I forgot to, what do you call it? Wet it. Okay. We're done with that color. And then we're going to go with yellow. So I'm using So Saffron. And I wonder, I'm going to put the sunshine one in there. Just going to make sure. I didn't do this with the other card. If I'm going to be too tight or not. We'll see. So we'll go with the dark color first. I'm going to do my outer rainbow, so then I know how much room I have in the middle. Because I'm going right to the edge with my outer rainbow. A little off there. Oh, I got a few little specks. So see those little white specks? And that's because the polymer stamp. So the beautiful thing about polymers is it stamps so amazingly well, especially if you have those intricate patterns and it makes it look like you watercolored. The downfall of it is you see everything. So if you don't have it super clean, then you're in trouble because now you're going to notice everything that goes onto your stamp. Okay. So I'm going to put that there and you can see I'm slightly off. So I'm going to make my rainbow slightly off. That's the beauty. And no one's going to know because they're just going to think that's what you planned on. And I'll show you how I fix that. Okay, I'm going to try and pick that up again. I don't want my B to be too high up. It's going to pull that back down. See, polymers, so much flexibility. I'm going to do that in green, Roy G. Biv. Okay, get that going. And I'm going to make sure I'm good on this side and pull my words up. And we're going to add some more hearts there. Or we could add embellishments, whichever you have lying around. Or whatever you prefer. So depending what your crafting style is, lots of flexibility here. And now this can go on the inside there. And it's going to look a little messy, but that's okay because that's what I wanted to do. These rainbows aren't perfect. If you saw my other projects, they are not. And we're going to grab some So Saffron and add that color right in there. There we go. And then I'm going to bring back that sweet sorbet, because I didn't do this as perfect as my original. And I could use thank you or hearts. I think I'm going to stick to the hearts, because I really don't know what kind of card I want this to be yet, because it just says sending you a rainbow of happiness. So it could be happy birthday, it could be congratulations, it could be well wishes, whichever. So I put one there, and I might put another one, so I'm going to keep that ready. Okay, so that is the front of my card. Now I have tons of white space up top. So in that white space, you can add a ribbon, you can add embellishments, or you can do some punching. So I took the Playing in the Rain, which is next month's stamp camp, and it comes with this really cool die. Oh, I could have added a bridge. That would have been really cool with 3 clouds. So I took those out and thought, oh, that'd be perfect to add here at the top. But I wanted a little bit more fullness. So I also have my cloud here, cloud punch. And I had more white. Ideally, I wanted to use blue, because that is also on the, what do you call it? On the clearance rack. So let me see if I can get some of this blue shimmer. It might be a little tacky, so I was really worried about that. Okay, maybe not. And then I can add these cute little white clouds. Now there was 3 clouds, 1, 2, 3. And I lost my 3rd one here in my mess. I thought I put it in a nice pile at the top there. But no, I lost it. No, that just looks like it's got a bump. So it's got to be these 2. Or we could do white. So on my card here, I did it all white. But here I'm adding that blue. So let's see if that looks okay. If it doesn't, tell me now, or forever hold your peace. I don't know if I like that. So where did my glitter paper go? I had it sitting here just in case I needed it. Whew, I'm finally getting nice and warm. It's been a cold one. For those of you that got to stay home, kudos to you, because it is super cold. Okay, I don't know if I can get away with this. I might have to go get some more. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, so I had some little offcut, so I can get away with it and put my little poofy white cloud over here. Okay, some assembly required. So we're just gonna add our glue here. So clearance rack refresh is so cool. So why is there so many stamp sets and dies and punches that are normally not on the clearance rack until a new catalog releases? Well, yes, a new catalog is releasing in May, but what Stampin' Up! Has found out, I'm just grabbing some more tea, is that they have too much stock. So they need to clear out the stock. So all the things that you're actually seeing there on the clearance rack are items that they have too much inventory of. So instead, they decided, let's give everybody a deal. And it works out perfectly because right at this time too, it's Sale-abration. So you get double bang for your buck, because anytime, so you can buy $60 worth, like $60 worth on the clearance rack is like 10 to 15 items. That's a lot. And then on top of that, you get any item at 60, or not any, your item of choice at 60% off with what's available on Sale-abration, which is pretty much everything except for I think the Dainty Flowers designer series paper. Okay, so let's get our inside. I'm like, where did it go? I'm like, don't tell me I lost that too. And I'm just going to add my favorite here, liquid glue, and a little bit of love with my initial, as always. Only you all know that. But those who receive my cards have no clue, because they don't craft or they just get my cards. They have no clue I put that little love in there. So now this is going to get centered here, which you can either just attach. So again, if you want, instead of using punches and dies, you can tie a ribbon and put a nice saying up there and just do a whole bunch of pattern here. I could have did 4 different rainbow instead, but I didn't. So we got 1 heart, 2 heart. See, I think I need another heart up here, just to make it 3 here, but then 2 on the inside. Oh, maybe it's still good. You tell me. Or I could put embellishments, right? You could put some gems here. That would look really good as well. So now all we have to do, so those are just some tips and tricks to twist it up, is add our dimensionals. So I always like to flip my piece over so I know how far I need to go. So if I go anywhere below this line, it means that I'm going to be closing and sticking my card down. So that is a good little guide so that you know where to start and stop. So that is going to go right there. So now I know that's how much has to hang over. And you got to use every single piece on your dimensional pack before you get a new one. Here's another. These are minis. Got to use them up. And then we can peel those back. And if you don't have nails, use your take your pick tool. Or if you have dry hands like me, use your take your pick tool. It's supposed to be in my kit there, but I've been so busy prepping for monthly, for card club this month, which is due this Sunday, and then retreat, but I've been having lots of help with that. And of course, next month's club. It never ends. There you go. So there's our first card. All stamping and punching. Now, how great is that? And don't need a lot of fancy. Now, we could add all the ribbon from what's on the clearance rack, or what's offered for you as well in the annual catalog. But lots of fun with that. So you can make tons of different combinations with this gorgeous, simple, quick and simple pattern. So that was my original, and this is my sample, or my one I just made now. 2 cards, the cards are never alike. And I did a way better job stamping that centered here than I did on this one. So that's always good to know. Okay, so Rainbow of Happiness, again, available on the clearance rack. Love it. I love rainbows, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of that one in my BOGO sale. Okay, Sweet Conversations is another favorite of mine. I love sweet tarts. Or if you know, remember those ones that have all the little conversations. When I saw this, right away, I knew that's what I needed to get. And everybody got sweet tarts. Oh, there's a little thing in there. A little note. Okay, so for this card, it's a real basic, simple card. We've got a card base and a layer. And I got to clean these stamps and get them away before they get all over my white cardstock. And again, we're going to use a similar color combination because I'm trying to show you and share with you always how to maximize your supplies without going and buying the whole store. Although I prefer you buy the whole store because it helps me grow my small little itty business and pay for all these gorgeous supplies that I like to share with you and products. But I know that's not possible, so I want to make sure you get the most out of everything. Oh, I guess I need those. Okay, I'm going to need a few of these blocks because we got a lot of little sayings in there. Okay, so this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I am going to use all 5. Plus this one, plus 2 little sayings here as well. And I'm going to use that happy to have you in my life. Okay, So we're gonna need our heart punch. Yep, I have it. Okay, so first things first, get your card base ready. So I'm gonna score this in half as always, and then I'm gonna put it aside. Now, again, I decided to keep it empty on the inside because I don't know if I'm gonna make it a birthday or a thank you or whichever. So usually one of the two. Because to say I'm happy to have you in my life usually means one of those two. Okay, there's my card base. I'm just going to put that to the side. Now remember, I went to the right because I'm going to look for it again. Okay, so we need lots of colors again. So this time I am going to use my red. I'm going to use yellow. And I'm going to use purple. Rainbows. Blue. And, okay, pink. So no green this time. Oh, well, I will use green. We'll figure it out. Okay. So we got 5 colors. Roy G. Biv. Okay, I guess maybe these are the R's. No O's. I don't have orange. So I could swap an O orange. But that's okay. Yellow, Roy G. And then the blue and the violet. Or indigo. I guess more violet. Okay. So this is another easy one and another way to maximize that stamp set. And we're just going to need some scrap paper. Oh, I found it. See? It was here. Okay, look at this piece. It's getting all the love it can get. Okay, maximizing that grid paper. Did you know you could buy our grid paper? It comes in like, I don't know, 100 or 50 pack or something. It's crazy. But look how much use you can get out of it. I get a lot of use out of these. And it maximizes. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping on, stamping off because we're using the same color. Got a lot of glare going on there. Sorry. So I'm going to work my way down and create a little pattern that's going along the side here to actually utilize all the different sayings that's in here. So we're going to grab each one and go from smallest to largest. I think that's what I did. Okay, so we're going to start with Best Friend Forever. We got that one. I'm going to get some of these prepped. Love You. Yeah, I did love you. I did all of them. You're Cute. Text Me. We'll do You're Cute first. Because I think they're just about the same size. Okay, we'll do Text Me at the top. Switch a few sayings around. Okay, so we'll start with, I'll do purple at the top. Or pink, I should say. So I'm going to do BFF in pink. And I'm going to stamp that right about there. And then I'm going to find, oh, there it is. Find my chamois again and clean it up. Oh, let me tell you, that tea, the toque, the oudie, it's making me nice and warm. I like heat. So now we have the shadow or the two-step stamp, because this is a two-step stamp. I'm going to stamp off just to get a lighter shade and then stamp that right on there. It's not going to match perfectly, but I like that. And you can see on there, I'm not too sure if the picture, oh yeah, it does. You can see the different shades of how it goes slightly off. So it's not exactly lined up, but you could also see that it's not exactly colored perfectly. So people are going to think, oh, they watercolored. But really, you just did two-step stamping. Okay. And then we're going to add a darker color to transition that. So I'm going to go with my Gorgeous Grape. I'm like, what color am I using? And I'm going to pick Text Me. And that's going to go right about there. And then I'm going to clean this off. Again. I think my cards are going to fall down. Stick that in my pack. Grab the big one. Again, another shade. The two-step stamp. Gonna stamp off. and then stamp on. And I got it on my 2-step. So you can see how dark that first one was and how light it comes and then goes dark. And then you can see it again here as well. Love it. Forgot how much fun this one was. But I did use it to make tons of Valentine's Day cards for coworkers to give to their wives. They're so great that way. They're always like, do you have a card? Because I need a card. I'm like, of course, I'm thinking of you guys all the time. So as an engineer, I live in a male-dominated world. So I always help the guys remember their wives. And it helps me because then I can get rid of my cards. Okay, so don't want to go too far. So I'm going to put love you there. No rhyme or reason. Just cause. And then I'm going to grab the pointy heart. There's 2 different ones. And get that one in there as well. And that one might get a little covered with a ribbon. So that's why I put it a little higher this time. And okay, so we used, oh, I need You're Cute and Hug Me. Okay, so we're gonna get Hug Me. And we're gonna do that one in blue because I'm saving my red for the bottom. Hug Me. Yeah, maybe there. And then grab that fatty again. Fat little short one. And put Hug Me. Like so. Now remember, this is all stamped. And then we need You're Cute in red. Okay. I'm gonna grab that red, You're Cute, and that's gonna go right here at the bottom. Perfect. Almost a straight line. I don't know if I planned that or not. And get some of that red off. Oh, don't know if that was dark enough. And there we go. So there is 5 different sentiments, 5 different hearts, 5 different sweethearts. Yum, yum, yum. Definitely closing that red. So we've used the same colors for 2 different cards, 2 different stamp sets, and in 2 different ways. I say that's pretty darn good. Okay, now we need 1 more. So I'm going to grab some scrap white. Oh, perfect. This is the same one I used to make the first card. So now I know it's going to fit. And then we're going to get Happy to Have You in My Life. There it is. Ooh, it's nice and dirty. So we'll flip that over. And then I'm just going to grab Gorgeous Grape again because beauty. And I'm going to grab my Heart Punch and just stamp that, or punch it, sorry, right in the middle. That away. And now we have our heart. Okay, so now again, these 2 ribbons, the cotton ribbon combo pack, I'm running low. It's probably going to be my last strip, so I'm going to use this all. And it's available on the site, on the clearance rack, and comes in the 2 beautiful colors here. This is actually like Misty Moonlight. So remember that gorgeous blue? Wish they would bring that one back too. So all I'm going to do is cheat a bit here because I'm running out of pink. Obviously I used it more than I used my blue. And I'm going to put that where I want that to go, maybe right about there. But I don't really want to cover up Hug Me too much. And then put that there. Now I'm going to twist it a bit so that everyone sees that there's two colors in there. Or, yeah, well, maybe I'll just keep it flat and go like this. So I'll spread that a little bit so we get kind of like that crisscross applesauce going. And then I'm going to just add tape. Yep, just Scotch tape. Nothing fancy. Nothing sweet there. Do a little crisscross so that the colors kind of overlap, and then put some Scotch tape on this side. So I'm just going to grab my ribbon scissors and cut that there so I know how long. And that's a great way to save and really extend your ribbon, because nobody's going to see this backside, and to put 4 inches of ribbon there is kind of a waste because it's hidden. So now I'm going to take my 2 pieces and do a double bow. And what's also great about doing bows this way is, I'm just going to cut this off because I know I'm done, is you can slide it. So if you don't like it on the right side and you're like, oh, I should have put it on the left side, you can still move it to the other side. No problemo. My blocks out of the way. So now I'm just going to tie a bow. If I can get my bow through and my dry fingers working. There we go. Okay, I can give enough on this side, so I'm going to pull a bit more on that side. There we go. A little bit more blue. And there we go. Double bows are lots of fun. Just gives it a little more thickness. And I think I did the same when I did my retreat cards. So those of you who are doing my retreat, you'll be like, what? More bows? I think I did. Or maybe I didn't. There's one class I did a lot of bows in. I can't remember. I've got so many going on right now. It's not even funny. But in a good way. I'm not complaining because this is my favorite thing to do. If I could do this forever, I need to win the lottery. So all I have to do is craft all day. Okay, so that's pretty much done with the exception of our other heart, which will go here. And it says, happy to have you in my life. So see, now I can slide this wherever I want because it's too close on this side. And I need room to put that there. Now I'm going to grab some more fresh dimensionals. I have one little piece left on this one. Or do I? Nope, gone. Woohoo! And then 2, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why, but I always feel so refreshed when I can get rid of a half pack or a started pack of dimensionals and start a new one. It's like, yay! So I'm going to tilt that one this way just because it's more fun. And have my bow slide over like so. And then all we need is that card base. I'm like, where did I put it? There it is. And that'll go right on top. So now we're going to add some more dimensionals. Yay! I always like to put one over the tape just to make sure it's nice and secure. And then one in each corner. I don't like to be too excessive. And maybe one more here. So when you put it in the mail, I don't want my card to go super flat. So I always like to put 2 in the center so that if it gets squished when it's going in the mail, it won't have that little bend in it when it gets sent to somebody, which will be one of you. Okay, so one of you will be receiving these 2 cards in the mail. Okay, there you go. Now, also on the clearance rack are the Genial Gems. So this is all I got left, so definitely need to buy more. And so we're going to add that to the front of the card. Where's my take your pick to? There it is. So we're going to add a few of these just randomly around just to break up that white space. Just gonna put one there. And these are a great price as well. Don't ask me how much because I don't remember. I should have wrote them down so that way you know. I'll put a green one over here. And maybe I'll just do 2 more. Just to like look like it's splattered all over the place. And I just put one up there. There we go. So these are all the products from the clearance rack. Oh, I didn't stamp my heart. And this one here, I stamped the heart with that circle in soft seafoam, and I didn't do that here. So I'll make sure I send you this one. So there you go. Those are my 2 cards. And I think I am just right at the hour mark. I am. Impressive. Okay. So if you are interested in shopping some more off that clearance rack and getting a best deal, now is definitely the time, because Sale-abration ends on February 28th. And at that point, you will no longer receive an additional free item. So if you sign up for my stamp camp by February 28th, just make sure you click on the link above and register. You can pick any item of a $60 item of your choice, and I will make sure to add it to your order. But you got to do it by February 28th before midnight, preferably 10 o'clock, so I can get your order in and get you that free item. Okay, so there is our 2 cards right there. Oh, actually, that was my sample. It's these 2. So I really hope you enjoyed those 2 quick and simple designs. So if you have a lot of shapes, or you do have the Sweet Conversations, or would like to purchase it, that's a little few little things you can do with it to help you get creative. And of course, the other cards that I've shared with you earlier, which you can easily do and create on any available designer series paper you have, or cardstock. I really like this one too with the 3s. I didn't use that one either. And then of course the rainbows. You can never go wrong with rainbows. So if you don't have a set of stamps that are in your collection that have some kind of rainbow, now is the perfect time to pick this one up. And you can have a lot of fun with that one. And it would go so well with the upcoming Rain or Shine stamp camp. So if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to write it in the comments below. And if you are living in Winnipeg, Manitoba, the deep freeze will be ending soon, I hope. Looking forward to it. And next week, other than that, thank you again for joining me here on Thursday. And I look forward to seeing you again next Thursday. Thank you. Have a great weekend. And don't forget, keep on stamping. Bye.